Hi YouTube, it's me, Simply Sheeta, and I'm back. I know I wasn't here last week, but I have a reason, and hopefully it's the reason that you will understand. But welcome back. Let's talk.
Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah.
Okay guys, so first I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I see I have a couple of new subscribers. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Welcome you all back to my channel. It has been quite a whirlwind 2 weeks since I saw you guys last, and actually I am looking forward to telling you so much today. I had started a video last week, and honestly I was just not feeling it. I was like, I'm not going to just throw anything up there. Besides that, guys, I also think I might have to kind of back up a little bit and post less. And the reason why is because there's two reasons, actually. The first reason, I need to learn how to work my tool. I need to educate myself. I need to put into practice things that I've learned. I enjoy my YouTube and my Instagram community, but I found that I had to back up a little bit because I was just watching. I wasn't doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, all of this is really great when you can follow somebody and watch their progress on Instagram and support them. But you also, like, now that I'm on the post-op side, I have to actually put this stuff to work. And it's not really easy. It's not an easy thing, or as easy as I thought it would be to do. And I want to do it well. So that's the first reason. The second reason primarily is I want you guys to see a difference. I don't think that you're going to see a difference in me if you see me every week. Like, I don't even know if you can notice a difference now, especially since I have a hat on and all of this. But I feel like if I come here maybe every 2 weeks or every 10 days or something like that, that maybe there'll be a difference. So the best way to keep up is maybe hit that notification bell. This way you will always know when I'm posting. But I don't plan on going anywhere. Don't think that. I'm just saying I need to do the work. You know, I'm the kind of person that learns by watching, which I did a long time, and then I have to apply. So I'm in the application process. So quite a few things to cover today. The last time I saw you guys, I told you I was going to go see my surgeon. And I did. I went to see Dr. Corris my first time actually being able to talk to him in a clear mind since surgery. Even though he had came to visit me a couple of times, I was always like drugged or whatever. So that was my first time actually seeing him, and I had the opportunity to thank him because I think, as I told you guys, my surgeon was there with me the entire way. Excuse me. You know what that is. He came in when they were like helping me get prepped. He personally wheeled me into the OR. He was the last face I saw before they put me under, and the first face I saw when I woke up. It was the most comforting thing to have him there. And I never felt afraid. Never once felt afraid. And I was able to express that to him and thank him for that, which he really appreciated. Because I don't know, I kind of always picture surgeons to be like Dr. Strange, you know, like they think they're the gods of you know, the medical profession. So why do these things when there are people for it? But yeah, he did it. So that was great. So Dr. Corris is very impressed with what I've lost so far. He said that most patients, he expects 20 pounds from his patients the first month. And at that point, I was at 20 pounds. Well, I'm still at 20 pounds. And it was, what, 3 weeks? So I was a little ahead of the game. But no gold star for me because, like I said, I haven't passed it. But we're going to talk more about that, too. He also, guys, you see this? Lovenox shots. He gave me 2 more weeks. As you can see, I'm wrapping it up. I only got a couple more days, but yeah, he gave me 2 more weeks. And I was a little upset. I'm not going to lie, I was a little upset in the beginning because I was like, you guys know, I was telling you, it was just like, oh, my stomach was like raw hamburger meat. It was just so bad. But I remember when I went to the hematologist recommended that I get put on these shots for actually 6 weeks. And he decided to start with 2, I guess, at some point, and to see how it went. But he put me on another 2. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to whine about it. I'm just going to handle it. So I did. I started whining about this. A lot of this stuff, guys. It's just like, sometimes I listen to people, and sometimes I have to check myself. And I'm like, you know what you signed up for. Cut the bullshit. Get your protein. Take your vitamins. You know what you signed up for. And if you want to whine about this shit now, then, you know, you're in a heap of trouble, because there's nothing that they can do to make it right. It's irreversible. This is it. This is fucking it. And yeah, as you guys can see, I've been dealing with that too, but that's another video. Okay, so. Excuse me, guys. Got to get my protein. At this point in my journey, I can drink a lot more frequently. My sleeve doesn't hurt unless I overdo it. You know, before it would hurt a little bit to drink because, you know, you were healing. But Holly Go Lightly, I think, is in the final stages of healing for the most part. So I can definitely get more beverages in. I still can't gulp. You know, you still don't want to be gulping. But I can definitely sip more, which is really good because I am going to be trying to get in a little bit more protein. And I have to still rely on my Genepro to do that. Speaking of Genepro, I got a post-op ditty for you guys today, and it concerns Genepro. So, real quick, as you know, as I've talked about before, Genepro is the bomb because you need a little bit to meet protein goals. It is flavorless, it is colorless, and you can add it to anything. Mine's I add to Crystal Light, any Crystal Light flavor I like. Water, I've added it to soup. People add it to pancakes. I've seen people add it to like cookies. Anything that you want a little extra protein. You know, regular protein smoothie, whatever. You add that and you got it. It is a little pricey. It's about $38, $39 a bag. But to me, I'd rather pay $40 for something I would use than have 3 or 2 cases of Premier Protein that I'm looking at and hating every day. Period. That's just me. So it's worth the investment. It's worth the investment. Eventually, of course, I would like to not need it. And, you know, my surgeon and my nutritionist told me, we want you to eat your protein. We don't want you to continuously drink protein shakes. And I know a lot of people do. But I don't plan to do this the rest of my life because it's, like I said, it's expensive. And Premier just doesn't work for me. It's something, it's like milk-based proteins. I don't know. In a pinch, yeah. You know, if I'm out somewhere, but as long as I got a choice, I'm going to stick with this. So, anyway, I said all that because I want you to sit tight. I have a video showing how. So don't go nowhere. Watch this. right? Really easy. And it wasn't in the video. I wanted to show you. This is CVS's brand of Miralax. They call it Purelax. You know, everybody has one. Walgreens probably calls it Wallalax. You know, Walmart probably has one called Walton Max or whatever. Same basic active ingredients. This is when you can add your stool softener, you know, also unflavored, grit-free. You can't taste it. You add this when you're doing your mix. Boom, you're working on your constipation as well. So that's another good post-op ditty you could take to the bank. Because, you know, I wouldn't tell you if I wasn't doing it. Okay? So guys, let's see. I told you guys, and I'm looking down at the blah, blah, blah book. So you have to excuse me for a second. Yeah, so I told you guys what happened with my doctor. He took my steri strips off my stomach. They look pretty good. I have a little bit of soreness still and the tube, but it's part of the process. I'm not worried about long-term scarring. It's not like I'm going to be out here in a bikini or anything like that. I don't care how much weight I lose. And my vitamin E oil that my daughter got me when I had my thyroid removed. And if you guys look, you do not see any scarring. I've been using that, so I heal fast. I heal well anyway. I'm sure I won't have anything in a couple of months down the road. So other than those things, guys, I have really been trying to come to terms with VSG surgery. Now, I'm going to, of course, start by saying I have no regrets. You know what? I'm not even going to just say I have no regrets. It don't matter if I have regrets. It is a permanent thing. And that's the part that's been fucking with me. And I knew this. I knew this going into this. I knew that this was not going to be something that I was going to be able to one day undo. I knew this. But, you know, it's different when you get on this side. I watch so many people on Instagram, like newbies coming in, and they're like, oh, get my dad, and and they're so excited. And I remember. I do. And I'm not trying to ever steal nobody's thunder. That's not what I do. But I find myself saying things to the people that are like on their pre-op. And like people are getting, they're getting, like this one girl. She had her date and it's like in December. I would be going crazy. You guys know how I was. If I had to wait until December, I would be going crazy. All I told that girl was, well, make sure that you get out there and enjoy what you like. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. Because I think a lot of people, you know, it's so, oh God, society is so crazy. Like, people see the before and the after. They never see the middle. You know, they see the glory and they don't know the story of what it takes to get there. I was one of those people in a sense, but also I knew this was something that I should have done, you know, 15 years ago. You know, I wish I could have done it 20 years ago. But 20 years ago, they didn't have the sleeves and they didn't have this level of success with the sleeve. There was bariatric surgery, but I didn't want what they were offering 25 years ago. But I see so many people coming in and I'm thinking to myself, is this like a fad now? Is, you know, like people in the weight loss community, we always say, oh, people always would say, oh, that's the easy way out. Who's left? Nobody really can be saying that anymore because damn near everybody is getting VSG. And is it because I'm hanging around in these circles where there's a lot of VSG patients? I don't know. It just seems like everybody is getting VSG. And some people I look at, and I honestly, I'm going to be honest, I think to myself, did you really need this? Did you really, need this? There's one girl, I saw her video, and she said that she was borderline, qualified borderline, and she only got it because she had high blood pressure. And so far, she's lost 22 pounds, and she's very happy. She's like, if I don't lose another pound, I'm happy. I'm like, wow. You got VSG to lose 22 pounds? But if it took 22 pounds to help her high blood pressure, then God bless her. I guess that's how she's able to get it. And I'm not here to say that that you have to be morbidly obese to get it. I'm not saying that you have to have 100 pounds or 200 pounds to lose to get it. I've seen people lose this weight with this same sleeve at 400 pounds and come down to 150. And I'm seeing more and more people come in and only needing to lose or wanting to lose 50 pounds. And it's like, okay, but are you really ready? Like, do you really know? Do you really know what this is about? Like, do people really know what this is about? I'm learning what this is about, guys. It's not just about the after. It's not about the showing the pictures of what little bit you can eat. Sometimes on social media, it gets annoying when people start talking about food and how they are with food. In fact, that's one of the other things that I've noticed since I've come into the stage where I can eat soft foods and parade foods, which honestly, guys, that's the same thing to me. Anything that you can chew down to a paste, you can eat. You can't eat a lot of anything. I really do have a 2 to 3 spoonful threshold of anything that remains, but anything that you really, really want to eat, if you got the patience to chew it down to that consistency, you can eat it. But I found myself even becoming obsessed with food. I was watching the Food Network one day for hours, and I'm sitting there, and I'm not really watching it, but it's on, and I'm doing other things on my iPad or whatever, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I mean, I was on Pinterest watching recipes and found myself on YouTube watching videos of food hauls and people, what I can eat after 2 months and stuff. And I'm like, what am I doing? I didn't obsess about food when pre-op. I got hungry. I was in the mood for something. I ate. I moved on. This is different. This is different. This is like you're almost obsessed with food. It's making me feel like I'm obsessed with food, and I've never been that way. So that really is annoying me. That's kind of annoying. And because of it, I've actually decided to start intermittent fasting. I know you're like, damn, you're all over the place today. I really am, because I'm telling you guys, the shit is deep. And the last thing that I want to do is fail. Do you understand? Like right now, I have a goal to at least lose 15 more pounds by the time I see my surgeon next month. And I'm also scheduled to see my primary care physician in 2 weeks. I would like to at least lose another 10 pounds at least before then. And my stats are the same. That scale has not moved. And I'm like, is it because all of a sudden I start eating food? Like, it's crazy. It's not rocket science. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's hard. But it's not easy. It's really, really every single day. You are thinking about, okay, well, what can I eat? And how many could that this? And how many, it's insane. It's not easy. Well, I think it'll be worth it in the long run. I do. I have faith that it is going to be worth it. I have faith that I will lose the weight. It might take some time. But I do have faith that I am going to be successful. But these are the hard parts that people will talk about that I didn't quite understand. And yeah, I get it. I get it. There are some days where I really sit and think, this is forever. That's the part with me. This is forever. And I'm not mad, because if I had self-control before, I would never have gotten to this point. But to forever have to make sure I have 60 to 80 grams of protein and this much fluid and take all of these vitamins, that's deep. That's a commitment. That's a real commitment. And I can't say I've always been good at keeping certain commitments, but this is a commitment that I have to keep to myself, which is why I also am working on consistency. That's going to be my September focus. I want to create new habits by being consistent, which is how the intermittent fasting also plays, because I am currently working on 11 a.m. to 7 as my window to eat. And that's simply because I don't want to wake up thinking about food. It drives me nuts. I don't want to wake up and all I'm doing is, okay, what can I have for breakfast? Because then it just starts. It snowballs into me snacking and eating and grazing, which they say is really how you gain your weight back, because you sit and graze. So I really want to take my focus in the morning off of food. All I want to do is focus on getting at least a bottle of my protein in. I want to make sure that I journal. I want to make sure that I spend time in meditation or in prayer and get something done before I sit down and put something in my mouth. I have to start somewhere, and this is my goal. This is my goal for the month of September, is to become consistent. So every day I want to do these things so I can also learn to be consistent with taking my vitamins, because they are, again, a very vital part of being successful and staying healthy, and when you have bariatric surgery. So while I'm on that subject, I wanted to also show you guys what vitamins I take. These vitamins that I take were prescribed to me in my program. I think I'm going to switch a few things up, but let me show you guys what they are. So for starters, I take the Flintstones chewables. I take 2 of those a day. I am okay with them because, again, they're from my childhood, but I don't know if I'm going to stay with the chewable, simply because I don't know if I can just swallow something. I think it might be a little bit better. I also have to take a thyroid pill, which I will have to take the rest of my life since my thyroid was removed. That blood pressure pill is a very low dose blood pressure pill that I was put on when I started my weight loss journey. So I've actually only been on that pill maybe since January of this year. I'm hoping that they remove me off of that when they see me the next time and they see that my blood pressure is stabilizing, which it is. The Prilosec pill is something that my surgeon suggested I take for 90 days to prevent heartburn and indigestion. Now, I know about being proactive with things, but sometimes I feel like when you do stuff that sometimes doing things preventative can make you need them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment, because I hate taking a pill that I don't need. Like, I don't have heartburn or indigestion. And I don't know if that's a fact, but I'm taking it. I'm taking it for now, for consistency's sake. I'm taking it. And the last, you'll see my 2 calcium chews, which are pretty basic. I got that particular kind is chocolate. I only got them because they were buy one get one free at CVS that week, because they're like the Viactive brand. They're supposed to be compared to Viactive, which was something that was suggested. But I don't think I'm going to get those. When I finish that, that's it. Because I'm not a big chocolate fan anyway. And I can remember seeing something that looked almost like a Starburst. I forget what they're called, but I'm going to look for those. And the worst pill, guys, that I have to take, but I had to actually look up and realize how important this pill was, is that B12 complex. It stinks. It's orange. It is disgusting. and I have to break that capsule and put it in something to take it. Now, when I first started having to take it, my daughter would mix it. She would mix it and stuff, which was horrible. She would make it like mix it in chocolate pudding. It would turn everything orange. Oh, it was the worst. Now that I can eat a little bit, more, what I do is I just take and put it in the corner of like applesauce or chocolate pudding. If I'm in, you can tell by my face, that thing is the worst. It stinks and everything. But it has a lot of all this stuff until I'm done. I paid a lot of money for this stuff, so I'm gonna definitely use it till it's done. But I'm going to be looking into getting some other things shortly. So yeah, guys, this is a video for this week. I know I was all over the place. I apologize for that. I just really wanted to try to, there was so many things I wanted to tell you guys about, and I hope it wasn't too much, but because I could see my videos getting a little long. But I really did. I just wanted to I want to keep it real with you guys about how this is going, because there are people watching, I know, that are wondering about should they get the surgery and how things are going. And 1 month post-op, again, it has its challenges, but I know each day is getting better. Each day I feel better. Each day is getting better. I'm learning it, and I would never discourage anyone to get it. I'm just saying, be sure that you realize the finality of having, this particular surgery. That's it. It's final. So I'm going to end my video, guys, with my usual suggestion. Please love yourself first. There is just too many things out here going on that is trying to convince you not to. Social media and, people are just mean. Just love on yourself. Keep yourself surrounded by positive people that are going to make you feel good about yourself. And don't be afraid to let go of toxic people and to tell people no. Please like, comment, subscribe. But more importantly, please come back. And thank you so much for your support. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.
People look at you strange saying you changed, like you worked that hard to stay the same. Like you're doing all this